Who's going to the final, Ali?
Well, as I said last week, Real Madrid.
Because is there Real Madrid? Because you didn't bury them?
Well, Chelsea had so many opportunities to just completely destroy Real Madrid. And Sid and Frank are alluding to the fact that you have to bury him, you have to kill him 1,000 times over. To me, when I think Real Madrid, I think, and this is way out there, Michael Jackson Thriller video. Monsters popping all over the place. That's what Real Madrid are in Champions League. Right? And they keep chasing you, and they're there, and eventually they're gonna get you. That's why you have to kill them, and you didn't. You let this team that was dead. It was dead. All you have to do was put away your chances. You let them live. Now you have to deal with the consequences.
Who's going through, Frank?
I want to believe Chelsea has a better chance to go through, especially if Ramos starts and he's not ready. Varane is out. Defensively, it's maybe where they've been the most consistent, and they are missing the two main centre-backs. Therefore, I want to believe that the offensive side of Chelsea will finally find the net, and I wish them that. But I'm not 100% sure. But I think after seeing the first leg and what I see from both teams, I really think Chelsea has a better chance to go through.
You seem a bit sad, Frank.
No, I'm concerned. So I'm humble. I'm very humble about that because
That's it.
That's a new word.
I'm not sure that I'm going to be
You've
right.
definitely just learned that word.
What?
Says the man wearing a Hollywood FC tracksuit. I'm very humble. Apparently, Sid, I have to tell you that Thomas Tuchel has got 17 clean sheets in his last 23 games. When I asked you whether or not Real Madrid are going to break through that defence.
Well, you know what? I mean, there's a couple of things. One is that as soon as we were talking about dead and buried, as Ali points out, the Thriller video, that's exactly the image that came to my mind as well. This idea of all these Real Madrid players just kind of rising out of the ground and going, hello. I also have a feeling that feeling that Chelsea had that they were better than Real Madrid in the first leg. And so you just do the same thing again. Well, if they do the same thing again and it doesn't come off, then where does it put them emotionally? Where does it put them if they're suddenly encountering Real Madrid players in different positions? Real Madrid players ready for that and then having to find another solution. And then the other thing that occurred to me was you bring Ramos back and maybe it's not for him to play at the back. Maybe it's for Ramos to come on and score in the 92nd minute as we've seen him do before. I just cannot imagine. I mean, this isn't to say, we know what football's like, but yeah, Real Madrid go through.
Wow. What about that interesting stat I brought up that you completely ignored that I had to do?
That interesting stat, I've ignored it
you.
because one of the things about Real Madrid we've seen this year is they don't score enough goals. That is true.
Yeah.
But when they've absolutely needed to, they've tended to find a way through, whether it's someone you don't expect who scores. Look at the Atalanta game. They score in the 88th minute and Mondi scores a goal, which no one expects. And Zidane admits after the game that was a training ground routine. But it was a training ground routine that went wrong. The ball wasn't supposed to go to Mendy. Mendy wasn't the person supposed to be taking that shot on. It was supposed to be someone else, and they get through. Yeah, I think about games this year where, well, for example, at the weekend, where Militao scores a header and then Casemiro scores without even meaning to. They go away to Valladolid and don't play well, and Nacho gets a goal. So it's true that Real Madrid haven't scored enough goals this year. It's true that too often they've failed to score, hence those two recent 0-0 draws that mean they've got to fight for the league title rather than having it basically in their hands. But when it comes down to it, somewhere along the line, you always feel like they'll find a way.
Was Sid making an argument for Real Madrid there?
Yes.
That was a for Real Madrid argument? Okay.
Hey, and I was interested in the Mondi Mendy pronunciation. Frank, what are we going for?
It's Mendy.
You idiot. What? He said that with such disdain to you, Sid. Wow. The humility is dead. The French arrogance is back. Thank you very much, everyone.
I'm just pleased to be told the right pronunciation. That's good. That means I can stick with it now.
There you go. Well, thank you very much for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming, premium content, and let's not forget as well, ESPN FC 7 days a week, subscribe to ESPN+.